mystery that I cannot control. I'm breaking apart the soul. Like all your dreams, you wander dead on promises I never cared. What happened? You will cry again and again and again and again. These simple things I just can't say. Remove the you from you and me. I'm standing right here to your knees again and again and again. We both lost our minds and our memories, destroyed our common sense, and the last sense suicidal tendency deployed like a parachute. Had a hold in you as we were tumbling through the sky. The only thing I changed is the fear and rage and the hell I pulled you through. So sorry, I can't get enough enough to look you in the eyes as a feeling. I can't go on this same old song and dance, smother on your feelings. Whoa. Now the dust from moves as the tables turn, you place me up on the wheel. You drove your chain, but my remains are left next to my last meal. Now with our drinks, you went out to taste the fruits of the afterlife. As a sitting still nightmares occur, I've slept awake 40 days of night. I can't get enough to look you in the eyes as I'm feeling. I can't go on this same old song and dance, smother on your feelings. Now and again, forgotten plans, crossing my mind like a minefield. Stopping the stare and keep you out there. Confuse this heart, this on mine. This on myself. As I'm leaving, I can't go on this same old song and dance, smother on your feelings. We want the seeds the way they were before we choked on our odor. We eat the feast of the dead, for the war, hated bloody red. They rise want to find you. Don't let them undermine your soul. This is the end of mankind, perfectly designed to call your own. I never have, I never will. This is the part of me you'll never. I never have, I never will. This is the part of me you'll never get. Oh, feels good. Yeah, get it out. Stop dreaming, stop your day. Don't let the bastards crush your hope. Destroy the ways of the old. Live in the right. We won't take no more. I never have. I never will. This is the part of me you'll never. I never have. I never will. This is the part of me you'll never care. No more.
You guys are watching, or whoever's watching this. I'm getting to this chipper here in a little bit. Boop, boop, little chipper. Just went up with some, it's been a really long time since I've done some snatch balance, so just doing some warm-up sets with that, just to kind of work up to a heavyish weight for me.
This is the part of me you'll never. I never have. I never will. This is a part of me you'll never. Never care.
So we're at 95 pounds right now. Usually this is where it starts getting pretty heavy for me. I'm pretty sure I've done a couple of sets before of 3 where with like 100 of some kind. I think like around 100. So kind of hopping in the deep end a little here, but it's actually feeling pretty good. This is actually one of the reasons I'm doing good today. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this would actually be a PR for me. I'm going to try 105. Maybe I've done it once before, but that was, just to give you a frame of reference how long ago that was, probably back at crunch days. Yeah. So I generally don't do this because wide arm overhead position is not great for my neck and traps. But I got them warmed up really well today and they're feeling good. So I'm just keeping it short, just 5 sets of 3 before it gets too crazy. It's also obviously a great warm up, but I don't want to get to the point where I basically have to really watch doing high volume snatches, overhead squats, all that kind of stuff, because then the next day I'm just wrecked in the neck and traps area. So just got to be careful. So yeah, 2 more sets, 105. I might end up just doing 2 sets at 105, depending on how good it goes. It's a good warm up though. Obviously, I've been warming up all my other movements and stuff, so this acts as a great kind of finisher just to get me under some weight. I'm going to be using 135 for all the movements today, which is pretty freaking heavy for, not heavy for the cleans per se, but it's going to be heavy for the front squats and the thrusters, obviously. So yeah, this is a good way for me to kind of warm up into that weight a little bit. Okay. Let's stop stalling and do this way. Yeah. So if you're watching at home, that wasn't a snatch balance. That was just overhead squats. And it's mostly because that weight for me, I just don't feel confident underneath the weight in terms of driving down and catching the weight. So here's a learning lesson. So I have two options at this point. I can go back down to 95, no harm in that. Do one last great set of snatch balances, that'd be awesome. Or I can go up to 115 and just try to do 3 overhead squats. I've really been in this mode lately of like really trying to pare down my total volume and just do some more heavy. So with that being said, I'm going to choose the latter option of going up to 115 and just do the overhead squats. For a really long time, I kind of got into this rut of always picking light to medium weights, not taking time to do stuff like this, which I'm always going to be inconsistent with this kind of stuff. It's just the ADD of me. So, but again, I normally would be like, you know, I probably wouldn't even have done this. I would have just programmed overhead squats in my workout and just gone light. So again, for me, I need to be doing more low rep heavy, kind of mixed into my training cycle. So that's kind of what I'm doing to warm this bad boy up. We got one more set, and then I'm getting to the chin work. And really, quite honestly, like my PR overhead squat is like 135, 145, which is, this is going to be about 85% of that, 90% of that. So for 3, that's going to be pretty awesome. So there's a huge win right there. If I can do it, I might just get one and be like, nope, I'm done. I might even get one. I don't know. So we'll just see how it goes. I like to keep expectations low when it comes to heavy stuff. Not like I'm not expecting a lot out of myself, but if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel good, I ain't doing it. Everybody who trains with me knows that that's kind of my vibe. I'm not a big ego person when it comes to this stuff. Like, I got enough ego my ego is in volume, so I just tend to do way too much volume. But when it comes to the heavy, man, I never hesitate just to be like, no, I'm good. Because it's not worth it. It's not worth either getting hurt or like, yeah, or having shitty form, right? Like, I'm not going to try to break down my form just to get that last rep. I'll save those for the end rounds. Okay. Stop. Okay. So again, as you saw, even that last one, it was too much to bring down to my back, and I kind of hit my spine on that one, which is why we made that weird noise. So definitely was just smarter for me to keep it up there. That being said, I kind of felt good with that. I kind of want to try one more. Okay, I want to try one more. What is this, 115? Cool. That's it. Good with one. That was just 125 too. So, okay, cool. All All right. Felt good, but at this point my legs are kind of given, so do not want to compromise myself trying to get out of the hole. That's not what I was going for. It was more about the overhead position, just working that strength aspect. So it felt good just to have, felt really good just to have the weight overhead like that. That's awesome. And that's the thing, I need to do more of that, where it's like, hell, I mean, I remember back in the day, I just used to do overhead carries with a barbell. Snatch grip, 185, just walk around with it. I mean, it felt terrible, but like that's the kind of stuff I need, is like less volume and more really putting some pressure on my body versus like constantly just wearing it down by excessive volume. So, which is kind of the vibe of this workout today, is chipper. The first movement's light, it's a buy-in. The second movement is light, it's a buy-in. The last three movements are meant to be heavy, right? Cleans at 135, that's pretty freaking heavy. Front squats at 135, that's pretty freaking heavy. 10 thrusters, so it's like small amount of reps. Again, I usually never do these kind of workouts because I'm always like, well, 10 thrusters isn't enough. So, but these are kind of more the things I need, where it's like, kind of more tests versus, like when I say volume too, like I'm talking about like constantly, if you look at a macro picture, a month of my training, I probably do 65 to 75% 4-time workouts that are within the 15 to 25 minute range. So I need a lot more like 10, 15 minute under kind of workouts and more heavy and slow and controlled kind of workouts. So, and that's just me and my ego. That, again, like I said, that's my ego talking, is let's just do as much volume as it can. You know, be sweating on the floor, screaming and crying while you're doing your last burpees. I mean, that's all fun and stuff, but like to do that every single day for an entire month is pretty awful. All right, guys, I'm gonna load up my bar here. I'm gonna shake my hands real quick just before I get started. In case you haven't heard, I'm sick. Yeah. Yeah, see, like that overhead squat stuff felt good, but I can already feel my traps kind of popping up. So, especially after this workout, I'm gonna need to do a little bit of scraping, a little bit of deep blue rub, if you will, and just really be on top of it. Little massage gun. I feel like massage gun, just like a minute on each side, 2 to 3 times a day, just to kind of keep it going. Because if you do it for too long at once, I've actually noticed that it kind of hurts even worse the next day. Like if you really jam it in there like for too long. But if you just do like a little minute light, go on with your day. Minute light, and like, you know, maybe a little bit before bed. It's a lot better. Facts. Erik facts. That's gonna be a new thing. We're gonna call it Erik facts. Okay, so I've got 135 on the bar for all my movements today. So again, that's gonna be a relatively light deadlift, but I'm still gonna break it up. I'm gonna do 5 sets of 10. Med ball cleans, I'm gonna do 4 sets of 10. Power cleans, I probably will do singles with a really short cadence of rest between each one. God, and then the front squats and thrusters, I'm just gonna kind of be holding on for dear life. I am gonna give myself 20 minutes to complete this, just because I'm going a little bit, I'm kind of scaling up on the weights. I'm still trying to hold myself to the standard of 15 minutes, but I'm gonna give myself 20 just in case. Yeah, I gotta shave my hands really quick. Just nasal spray, folks. It's not cocaine or anything. That's not how I get down before workouts. Okay. But just for the record, I'm still doing 20 pounds on the med ball for the med ball cleans, and you might be saying, well, why aren't you scaling up the weight to 30? I know what the 30 can do, so definitely sticking with 20 on that. Again, the deadlifts and the med ball cleans are meant to be a buy-in in this workout, and then the 30-20-10 is kind of the main event. So if you're doing this at home, if you're doing this with a barbell, kettlebells, dumbbells, whatever it is, the 30-20-10 should be everything. Should be hard, should be heavy. You should be laboring by that time. So whatever the deadlifts and the med ball cleans have to look like before this, up to you. Okay. Don't mean anything to me, 'cause I got you. Okay, let's get into. All right, here we go.
Three, two, one. Oh, that's some booty. Oh, that's some booty. Oh, that's some booty. God, my ass is on fire. Oh my God, my legs are hurting so bad. What? We can hang around. Did you remember back on this trip? Is she trying to get me to slip? You know I'm not the little boy that I used to be. I'm all grown up now, baby, can't you see? Stacey's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Stacey, can't you see? You're just not good for me. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacey's mom. Stacey's mom has got it going on. Stacey's mom has got it going on. Stacey, do you remember when I mowed your lawn? Oh God, so much legs. Your mom came out with just a towel. I could tell she liked me from the way she stared and the way she said, "You missed the spot over there." And I know that you think it's just a fantasy, but since your dad walked out, your mom could use a guy like me. Sissy, his mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Stacy, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. I know that might be wrong, but I'm in love with Sissy's mom. Sissy's mom has got it going on. I'm waiting for someone. Stacey, can't you see? You're just not the girl for me. I know that might be wrong. I'm in love with Sissy's mom. I'm in love with Sissy's mom.
I don't know if I was 10 or 11. You tell me.
I know I'm not wrong, but I'm in love with Stacey's mom.
What? Oh, this sounds so bad. Okay, I'll take some real fast. Sure. Okay, last sentence. I used to drum in it so hard.
Sex has never meant anything to me. I'm not crazy. Well, that's not true. I got a bed and a guitar and tiny bottle pieces off my floor.
That's right, I've got a 4.
So what? So what? So what? I got pockets full of Kleenex and Play-Dohs where everything important to
Can't believe I have to squat.
the far right down
Or
my
squat.
neck and onto the floor. My clothes is falling off like only I. Support my head. Give me something to sleep. That's me on the beat. Tell me to ring my head. For the pocket for my chain. That's me in the street with the violin under my skin. Singing gibberish. That's me on the back of the bus. That's me in the sound. That's me inside your head. That's me inside your head. Inside your head. Bag of shit, stuff I never rainbow, fucking rabbit, shot on the lid if I can't fall it down. I go down another drink and second bite before they bar my mind if I can't fall it down. I don't know what to do with it, but what my hands up on it down. It's so that you make it down. I'm falling down. I hate to drop said, I just slap my face and spit on me, and my pants falling down. You say you're a noble, I'm dusty motherfucker with a bad haircut, and your pants falling down. I don't know what you've been smoking, but that doesn't belong to me. My pants are falling down. The room is spinning round and around, my stomach is making one sound. I'm falling down. I'm falling down. You always sit around and got my stuff in the hills. I'm sitting all day, funny. I'm falling down. I'm falling down. Tell me of a place where everybody knew their neighbors. All the families help each other, and no one ever locked their doors. You tell me no one liked their doors. Oh man, you said I was first I seemed too busy, and now I'll make the toy. They tell me one more story. Tell me about the time you did school to go fishing. You got the ranch from home, you never pulled you from the river. We helped you wash your clothes, and stitch the hole in your trousers. And your mom never knew why you didn't when he saw you. Oh man, please stay a while. When first I seemed too busy. Now
What is this song?
And no, I won't walk back down. No, I won't walk back down. No, I won't back down. Coming you like a slap in the face. Let's go. But that's all pretty. Something shit is down. Well, still me. Take it home. I got the fucking wild tech. I'm on you with the side not back. I know who the rookies. I know where it's at. Say love you, that you right. And no, I won't walk back down. No, I won't walk back down. No, I won't back down to the bullshit I won't let you keep it on, don't let them get you down. Keep on, keep it on, keep on. No, I won't walk back down. No, I won't walk back down. No, I won't back down. Running up.
Ah!
These colored dreams that we seems like the first time, seems it never ends. Double nickels on your dime. I thought we were friends, I guess it just
Fuck you.
these feelings seem to leave me with a hole in my chest. A hole in my chest. Yeah, a hole in my chest. I just wish I could erase all the traffic signs to your name and your keepsake. So it just begun. It's been fun. We've got nothing done with the sorry, I'm scared to tell you about. All skeletons calling home.
Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Taking off on you. Oh man. Okay. So 1447. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, today was one of those days where I just picked the time cap. Like, I kind of timed out in my head the first couple movements, and then I said, yeah, 15 minutes. So sometimes I really put some deep thought into it, and then sometimes not so much. Today's time cap, though, is absolutely perfect. I would not have finished this workout if you guys weren't watching, first of all, so thanks for that. I seriously wouldn't have. I was just like, you guys are watching, I got to finish this last rep. I almost just put the bar down and said, screw it. That and the time cap really did help push me. So like, it definitely was like, before the cleans, I was like, dude, easy peasy. Looked up the clock, it was like 7 something or 8 something. I'm like, I'm halfway there with 3 movements to go. And the cleans took a couple minutes. So then you've got like, you know, a good 5 minutes to do the front squats and the thrusters. Well, as soon as I started doing the cleans, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I have to do thrusters with this. And then as soon as I did the front squats, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I have to do thrusters with this. Or no, when I was doing the cleans, I was like, I can't believe I have to do front squats. And then when I was doing the front squats, I was like, I can't believe I have to do thrusters, which is totally the goal of today. So like, if you're not, I mean, I've done a lot of scaling. I've actually put 2 people through this workout today, done a ton of scaling. So like one variation was a lighter deadlift, an assisted squat instead of the med ball squat cleans, a dumbbell clean, alternating each rep, going to 30 with a like nice heavy weight. and then a single dumbbell front squat. And then the other variation, I had the person doing a single arm squat with the alternating on their shoulders. So with a heavy weight, I mean, you can scale this, and then like one did burpees at the end and one did dumbbell thrusters. But like, so the two people I put it through did not do the prescribed version, but still got the exact same effect that I just got. So, I mean, really the only place I could have gone faster is the cleans, to be quite honest. But like I honestly, when I ripped out that last set of 6, I was like, oh, I probably could have done 6 the entire time. But we don't know what that would have done to me cardiovascularly. And I knew that I did have to save myself. And this is a caveat of this workout. And I'm going to hop off here in a second and actually get to the Zoom call. This is a caveat of this workout, though. You've got to save yourself for the front squats and the thrusters. Now, if you're capped with whatever weights you can do, then just zip through this, okay? Like if you only got one dumbbell or one kettlebell, be as creative as you can. But, you know, if it's not going to get heavy, that's okay. Zip through it. It's still going to be a great workout. But if you have the means to do it, you're going to want to go heavy. So the prescribed weights are 95, 65. I think that's pretty appropriate for all you guys. But again, if you need to scale it up or scale it down, it's all good. But you saw how challenging the cleans, the front squats, and the thrusters were. You should try to mirror that as much as possible because that is the vibe. The deadlifts and the squats, squat cleans with the med ball are basically a buy-in, and then it's prime time. But again, don't get tricked by that clock because if you've got like 7 or 8 or even 9 minutes to go and you've only got 3 moves to go, it's going to take you some time. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. You guys helped push me through, so I appreciate that, and I'll see you soon.